Welcome to the Engineering and Public Works Roadshow, a joint effort from the American Council of Engineering Companies, the American Public Works Association, and the American Society of Civil Engineers, coming to you from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, at the Great Trail State Conference. We're celebrating the Great Trail State, North Carolina, and we're taking a look at a lot of infrastructure here, public infrastructure, which is either a greenway or a rail to trail. In this case, for our conversation, is going to be focusing on a bridge in Winston-Salem. And these are projects that really have a direct benefit, quality of life, improving communities, especially here in Winston-Salem. And I'm very pleased to be joined by Rodney Money with HDR and Jeff Fensler with the City of Winston-Salem Department of Transportation. We're talking about the Green Street Pedestrian and Bicycle Bridge. I have to also make the point that it was ranked as the #2 bridge in North America. That's no small feat. That's 2021.
Right.
Also a 2022 state EEA award-winning project, Grand Award, and also a National Recognition Award project at ACC Nationals Awards in 2022. So congratulations.
Right.
That's a lot of awards for this bridge. So, Jeff, let's start off from the city's perspective. What was the need here, and what was really the outlook on getting this bridge designed?
Yeah, so the need in Winston-Salem is real clear because we have a major highway that runs right through the downtown core. Very dated, built in the 1950s. Really provided some access challenges into downtown.
Yeah.
And so after about a decade of project development and really understanding the need of modernization, I think we saw some opportunities to get this right. We had a lot of public engagement. We had a lot of interest in the community to see what we could do to make this the corridor of scale and of interest for our community. And in doing so, we saw a need to integrate some multimodal aspects as well. And so herein lies the need to transform our connections across the parkway and providing access to the pedestrians that want to access downtown that live on the other side of the parkway.
And from a design perspective, with the HDR coming on the project, how did you approach this opportunity, really? Now, the challenge, but also a great opportunity for the city.
Yeah, I think it's important to note that the city had worked previously with the Creative Corridors Coalition, which is a volunteer group, and they're interested in bringing, emphasizing, the city's dedication to art and innovation to the area. So they helped to raise some funds. They came up with the concept, the idea, if you will, for what the Green Street Bridge and the Strollway Pedestrian Bridge look like. So when we were pursued and awarded the design build contract, we took those ideas and kind of brought them to life, really put a design to them, constructed, brought them to life.
This is a robust bridge, and it really does signify, it does look to the future, right? I mean, it's designed in such a way where it is that bridge to the 21st century. How important was that in taking that group's, input into practice, the actual practical design?
Yeah, I think you can take a look at the bridge itself and see that it's a one-of-a-kind structure. There's not another one like it in North Carolina, maybe not even in North America. The bridge itself is a self-tied arch structure. It's got a longitudinal post-tension deck, so it supports itself with the cables and the arches. It was a real challenge for design and construction. But I think it's something that the community, the city can really look at and say, be pretty proud of once it's in place. Yeah. Absolutely.
And I mean, from your perspective with the city, I mean, what does it mean for Winston-Salem to have this, this new piece of physical? One of those things that you always talk about is, whenever you're doing some design work, I mean, you really leave a lasting impression wherever you're doing the project. I mean, what does this mean in your thoughts for the city?
Well, I think for Winston-Salem, being the city of arts and innovation, that bridge tells that story. And so with Creative Corridors vision, with partnerships with HDR and bringing that to life and really providing that iconic nature right there outside the ballpark, right there next to some major employers and some of our universities in the area, it really says Winston-Salem is an innovative city.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's been the community response so far from the project?
Yeah, so our community is all for it. And what this has done is opened up opportunities for multimodal access across Salem Parkway. We're going to enhance that through future greenway connections. We're going to leverage that for events at the stadium, for other areas along the corridor, and maximize its use in our city.
Yeah.
Jeff, if
Yeah,
I could
absolutely.
add just a quick story here.
Yeah.
My children have friends who have driven through the corridor, identified the bridge, and then notified my kids, hey, we saw your dad's project.
But isn't that cool? I mean, you gotta say, I mean, when you got into engineering, right? Did you think that would be the case?
Wow. No, but I've been very fortunate in my career, you know, working with great clients and on projects like this. Yeah, it's pretty special for sure.
I mean, it is something to be able to leave that lasting imprint on an area. I think for you know, one of the things that we try with the Roadshow to do is to also open up this the entire, really all the careers within the built environment, whether it's from the municipal side, it's you know, from the client owner to the engineer side, to really just understand how important it is and essential it is as a career. And I guess having that, being able to put a stamp on a place, right? It's got to be an interesting feeling.
Yeah, it's amazing. Winston Salem is my hometown.
Yeah.
And to be able to take part in something that's going to be lasting and recognizable by the community, it doesn't get any better than that from an engineering standpoint, really.
Yeah.
And one of the key elements of that bridge is an architectural lighting component, which highlights every time we want to illuminate something of significance in our city. It reminds us that this bridge gives us that platform to tell that story.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Rodney, Jeff, thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate and congratulations on this. I mean, it's distinctive when you have so many different bridge projects, especially bridge projects, that some of them are these mega projects, right? That you have something that's in a special area that gets recognition, being like the #2 ranked in North America. I mean, that is a significant achievement. So congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
Fantastic. And thanks for being with us. This has been the Engineering and Public Works Roadshow, coming to you from Winston-Salem at the Great Trail State Conference. And we'll see you next time.